So Activision Blizzard was bought by Microsoft. Whoa, don't click off the video yet. I know it's old news, but I'm here to discuss something else. Something similar, but something near and dear to my heart. What is the fate of Diablo under this new leadership? I'm sure if you've played through the series for years with the original Diablo and Diablo 2, or if you're a relatively new fan who's played a few seasons of D3, you may have some concerns about it. And guess what? You've come to the right video. Hi, I'm Gray for Nerdy Ape Gaming, and in this one, we're going to talk about the fate of the Diablo series under Microsoft. But before I do, I have to let you know there's a little like button just below the frame, and it's been staring at you this whole time. Don't let it get away with it again. Anyways, let's dive in. Announced at the end of 2019, which feels like an eternity ago now, Diablo IV had already been in development for a few years, but as it stands, it seems super unlikely that it could drop in 2022. After all, it's been through both losing its director and lead designer and the complete storm at the Blizzard HQ, where it came to light things may have been just about as professional and ethical as the office parties depicted in Scorsese's Wolf of Wall Street. So you have all of that on top of the fact that in 2021, it was known development was hitting some dead ends trying to smash together the expectations of those players who wanted a more Diablo 2-like experience and those who enjoyed and perhaps started with the lighter, more carefree Diablo 3. There's a feeling online that sales will be hurt by the tarnished reputation of ActiBliz. Yeah, that's what I'm calling them, ActiBliz. Now, you should try it, it's a lot of fun. But I know just how powerful a hype train can be, and if you show a trailer with some sick new gameplay of a brand new Diablo, even the staunchest boycotters may quietly go and download their copy. So with all that said, what does Microsoft buying the property change up, if anything? First, I just want to mention the kinds of titles popping up on Xbox Game Pass. We've seen some PC-only or at least PC-centric games like Crusader Kings 3, Frostpunk, The New Age of Empires, and even Farming Simulator 2019. Yeehaw! This, to me, at least signals Microsoft's desire to give Valve a bit of pressure by owning a bit of the PC gaming space. And what better way to do that than to grab one of the OGs of PC gaming, who still has a bunch of IP which is being played or would be played on PC if sequels were funded and successfully developed. So first off, these things take time. The keys to the palace are handed over with lots of red tape, and it sounds like Microsoft's leadership, whatever that's going to look like, won't really be in charge, so to speak, until 2023. Bobby Kotick will remain the CEO of Activision Blizzard for at least that long. Phil Spencer, the CEO of Microsoft Gaming, will likely then take over, as Bobby will pack his things and head out with a healthy severance of some hundreds of millions of dollars. According to Phil Spencer, Microsoft's philosophy behind these multiple takeovers is to help the acquired studios to be more successful in what they do, and therefore to be more profitable while preserving their identity, and not to ask them to develop something else for the parent company. Which, although it sounds pretty idyllic and maybe utopian, sunshine and rainbows and all that, it may actually be true. Some of these studios have seemed to be bogged down recently in wild attempts to chase trends and make games that have multiple payment models and income streams. The devs for these iconic companies, now I'm talking about both ActiBliz, yeah, I said I'd be doing that, and Bethesda, need to be free to do what they do best and just make good games. Maybe Microsoft can do the Netflix model and just throw their enormous wealth at creative people and just leave them alone to make something they are truly passionate about. And if after all this is said and done, you could play D4 on Game Pass on PC for $10 a month, along with a myriad of other titles, it starts looking like a no-brainer. At that point, just about anyone would give it a try, and if it's good, you could be hooked on it for years to come. If it's good, that really is the key in that statement. Let's really hope the days of tone deafness to the order of needing to say something like this.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Are over. And Diablo IV has a bright future ahead of it. And hey, who knows? Maybe StarCraft 3 as well? A guy can dream, can't he? The Activision Blizzard takeover could be a good thing for Diablo IV, especially if the project is in as bad of shape as it looks. Game Pass integration can only be a good thing, at least in terms of popularity, but this is still so up in the air that really anything can happen, and it's anyone's guess. So what do you think will happen here? Do you think Diablo IV will be a banger, or will it be scrapped entirely as the carcass of ActiBliz is gutted by the vultures of Microsoft corporate? What are you the most excited for coming out of this? We'd love to hear about it in the comments. I want to see a blizzard of likes on this video, and of course, if you want to see the next one, just stomp on the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Gray for Nerdy Ape Gaming, out.